Hello guys, and welcome to episode 2 of my Rome 2 Total War campaign, playing as Sparta on very hard difficulty. This is the Wrath of Sparta DLC, and today we're continuing after setting ourselves up quite well to move straight on to the next turn. I believe we moved all of our forces, we set up all of our recruitment, we built all of the buildings we wanted to, and we even set sail. So let's go ahead and click that enter. I'm just going to check my diplomacy. Yeah, I think we did that as well in the turn. So we'll see what Atheni get up to, and it looks like they have a lot of forces on the seas. I might have to be wary of my sea settlements actually.
Can you not see? Together, our armies could be nigh invincible. The world will tremble before our collective might.
The Aetolian League would like a non-aggression pact. We'll get some money for that. Generally, it's a good idea to take it when they offer it. What's going on here? The perils of hegemony. War dictates that unnatural allies fight together and that drastic measures are taken to defeat a common enemy. However, the Greek world does not look kindly upon expansionism. The capture of capital cities, Atheni, Thebai, and Corinthos and Sparta will cause severe diplomatic penalties. Instead, aim to erode enemy influence by striking at their smaller possessions. Recapturing your own capital will not incur a penalty. Okay, so with our war against Atheni, taking Atheni is a bad idea. Allies confirm war target of Atheni. So they're going to go in for the plunge. Right, let's have the bite of the Basilisk go for this attack at Oreos. I was hoping we'd be able to do that this turn, but apparently not. Oh well. Let's have these two chaps merge. I think we want... do we want where? We probably want all these into that army, right? Because this guy looks cooler. That's the primary reason why. But as for happiness, it seems to have leveled itself out, which is good. I think I'm going to put the cash into upgrading this settlement. We get extra public order per turn due to sanitation. Minus food, but that's fine. We are building another homestead anyway. Yeah, we'll just improve our infrastructure this turn. Argos. I accidentally clicked on that. Argos is the birthplace of legends. Perseus, son of Zeus, who slew Gorgon Medusa, is said to have been born here. The city's strong strategic location has made it a prominent stronghold for centuries. At the extent of its power under the tyrant Phaedon, Argos even briefly challenged Sparta for regional dominance. In the recent Greco-Persian wars, the Argives refused to fight, and they have maintained that neutrality ever since, despite the resulting poor relations with other cities. Well, I think we're trading with them, aren't we? So relations aren't that bad. As for our noble, he's absolutely fine. Thebai. Okay, Thebai is a swarming in mythology, with the tragedy of Opius or Oedipus and the immolation of Semele originating in the city. A place in which many classical myths originate, Thebai also commands a strong position within the Boeotian League due to its central location. Though the present at Thermopylae, Thebai shifted its allegiance to Persia shortly after, costing them leadership of the Boeotian League in the war's aftermath. The city has a history of animosity with Atheni, the two first coming to blows in the 6th century BC. Following its Spartan brokered return to power, There followed a period of Athenian occupation, increasing the already bad blood between them. Now Thebai has broken free of Athenian influence and joined Sparta's Peloponnesian League against its former oppressor. Wow. They certainly love to challenge me with this English language. You'd think I'd know how to read, but they certainly put those awkward words in there, that's for sure. So in terms of mercenaries, let's have a look what we have here. So we got Agrianian axemen, Rhodian slingers, there's Thracian peltasts. Those peltasts actually have a lot of missile damage. Ionian hippias and the Cretan archers. Tell you what, those mercenary units are very good. Especially compared to our own Helot javelin men. Well, the missile damage of these Agrianian axemen is pretty good as well. But I think their range is limited. It is, but it's still pretty decent. Interesting. Right, I would really like to get trade agreements with these guys who don't like us too much. So I might use some of the cash that I have
Be welcome
to broker these trade
Athena
agreements.
strike us all dumb if we speak anything but truth in our deliberations.
The value of that is limited. What about Macedon? The thing is, considering we're going to be focusing
I am here to listen if you
on
speak honestly. Truth
Athenae,
will be your sharpest weapon.
I feel like I should improve my relations with Macedon and Epirus. So the Thessalian League is not going to like that at all. The relations are really odd in this game. It's really hard to manage, I think. We're allied with all people who don't really like the Thessalian League. So I think we're going to go with Epirus here, so they don't really like anyone.
Welcome. I throw open the doors to you and bid you enjoy our talks.
See if we can offer them 900 for that trade agreement. It's more a diplomatic thing than anything else. Okay, not going to offer them any more than that. Good try, good try. Let's focus on our upgrades instead. Right, I may as well put that cash into this shrine. One turn until our technology is finished. Great. Guess we move on to the next turn. So Athenae already expanded their borders, which is kind of annoying.
If you ordered your worthy generals to act against these monsters.
Who is Corcra? Where even are they? Oh, they're on the sea over here. Wait, what? So weird. See, Athenae's gone over here with their fleets as well. I guess we could join it. Although I probably should have asked for some money for that.
As all the gods look down on us, they too must wonder why we are not firmer allies and friends.
So ask for some money for that privilege. Alright, we're done. Research complete. Now going to be going for the gymnasia. And spring. Apollo's exile has ended, and all feel the life-bringing power in the lambent glow of his chariot. Your armies emerge from hibernation weak and pale, though their ardour for battle remains strong. The earth, Gaia's flesh, is soft and suitable for planting all kinds of crops, but will slow the advance of armies and force generals to weigh up the merits of their every move with great care. Increase in rank for our noble. Time to attack this settlement. Oh, looks like we managed to get on land first. And since we haven't seen our troops in battle, let's go ahead and fight this on the battle map. So in general, these battles comprise of just hoplite walls going at each other, I think. We're going to keep it dry. Let's just bring our Spartan hoplites up. Hopefully my javelin men can do some work. I might have one of the perioikoi come to the left and one to the right. That will have to do. My general will stick with my Spartans because these are royal Spartans. They're pretty damn good. We'll start the battle. These guys march up. These guys can come in at the flanks. And these guys can come in near the water, although I don't really want to get hit by the Marines. Yeah, let's not go that way.
Javelin men! Spear infantry ready! Ready! By your command! Double time!
They've got militia hoplites. Very weak in comparison to my Spartan hoplites. We're going to try and take advantage of a situation here whilst we can. If those are Archer Marines land, it might be worth trying to take them out, but considering the other forces are going to be landing as well, I guess we'll just take it a bit more defensive over here. Keep my light cavalry out of the town, maybe they can run down some of that skirmish infantry. Because they do beat us in that respect. They have more missiles. Just speed this up. Ideally I don't really want to run these guys because they do have heavy armor and it does tire them pretty quick. All of those forces are heading towards the square. Okay. Okay, interesting. They are throwing javelins at us.
By your command. At the double! Javelin commander! Quick man!
Let's get involved.
Double time! Orders? Sparta! Engage!
Right. Now we're going to have our javelin men. Theirs, I think.
Spartans! Javelin men! Take aim!
Okay, interesting. So we've engaged on two fronts. I'm going to get my general to come around this way.
Ready and waiting!
Try and take out their marines, their archer marines at least. It's funny, when I think of marines, I don't think of guys in light clothing with weaved hats, but there we go, that's what we're up against.
Ready for orders.
So yeah, these are just sort of hoplite walls going against each other, spears versus spears. If only we had swords to really get in their face. Fortunately, we do work best as a formation, so we may as well do so. It's just a shame that we're taking so much missile fire. The only way I can deal with it is possibly come around the back, but it's going to be easier said than done. I just want to get engaged here. How are my Spartan hoplites losing to Marines? Over here we're winning. Are the Javelin men really having that much of an effect? Seems rather silly. Let's smash their Javelin men. Fortunately, these Helot Javelin men just seem to be stuck. Good old total war. Right, we've done a lot of damage to these Javelin men at least. They're shaken.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Used all our ammunition though. Militia hoplites are nearly completely dealt with. There we go. Right, we've broken through. Let's now surround them and finish them off.
Advance at speed! Missile infantry! Spears ready! Forward! For glory!
Well, those Archmarines should die very quickly. Have these Helots go for these Marines. Meanwhile, all of these forces can charge into the back of that melee. Get involved, chaps. I really feel like my Spartan hoplites should be doing a little bit better than they currently are. But at least we have them sandwiched now. I was worried about the missile fire we were taking. So it looks like that's no longer going to be an issue. There we go, causing the chain route. That's what I like to see. Job done. End the battle there. Decisive victory. It was decisive, but losing that many Spartan hoplites? Not a fan. Maybe what I need to do next time round is engage with the Perioikoi first and then have the hoplites come in second. Probably just worth us occupying that rather than anything else. And an increase in rank for our general. Right, so we're going to need, I think, our noble over here by the looks of things. I'm going to have him head that direction. He has leveled up. we're going to go towards Dignitary. If it's the same as the normal Rome 2 campaigns, then that's definitely the route we want to take. It takes us to philosophy, gives us the extra culture. And over here I'm actually going to get rid of this pit mine. And we're going to upgrade this marble quarry. I'll probably just get a shrine there instead. But for now, we're just going to camp it out in Orios. We saw Pronoi here get taken over by Atheni. Zakynthos here has also been taken by Atheni. They own now Paktos. So, yeah, I'm really going to want to take those from the Atheni if I can. So Pronoi and the island of Lucas, on which it sits, are blessed by Aphrodite and Odysseus. Rumour has it that Sappho, the great poet, killed herself here after being spurned by a lover. Lucas is also considered a possible site of Odysseus's palace, mentioned in Homer's Odyssey. As a Corinthian colony, Pronoi is a member of the Peloponnesian League. Or at least it was, until it got taken over. Right, so with that general levelling up, what do we want to do with this chap? You can be a fighter, a commander, or a strategist. I think we'll make him a fighter. Plus 5% melee attack skill for all units.
Ready for battle. We hunger for battle.
As for the fire of Hephaestus, very tempted to jump on the water here and go take Zakynthos.
Boarding now.
Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe the secondary army, once we've got these Spartan hoplites, maybe we'll just go on to Pronoi with them. Or we could maybe come back and defend Pylos, which looks quite undefended at the moment. Can we raise a fleet? Spartan Marines. Interesting. Do we have a navy already? We don't. I feel like getting one would be a good idea. Where's our last settlement, actually? Thinking about it. Down here at Kythera. A former Phoenician colony, Kythera traded with the Egyptians and the great Mesopotamian empires in ancient times. During the classical period, it came under control of first Argos and then, since the 6th century BC, Sparta. Captured by Atheni during the first phase of the war, Kythera is once again vulnerable to attack due to its strategically important location. Okay. That's the Harpy's Claws. I think I might make the fleet here.
It is an honor to serve.
I actually didn't have a look at what general I chose, did I? What was his trait? Minus 3% morale for all enemy units. I guess that's fine. And he has a protective wife. Minus 1 gravitas per turn. Plus 3 loyalty from Disciples of Zeus. He gets minus 20% slave unrest for the local province. Interesting. Right, let's go, yes, Spartan Marines. We'll recruit ourselves a navy. It's like a good idea. What about mercenaries on the sea? Doesn't look like we can get any. Right, that's fine. We'll get 2,500 next turn. In terms of upkeep, how much do these guys cost? 100 a turn. Alright, that's not too bad. Spartan Marines. I like the sound of that. In terms of diplomacy, how are we doing? We're friendly with the Gortin, but we can't trade with them. Everyone else, I think, is becoming very unhappy with us. Except Epiros. He might at some point accept a trade agreement. Let's end the turn.
As all the gods look down on us, they too must wonder why we are not firmer allies and friends.
They want that non-aggression pact pretty bad, don't they? They want it, they give us 500. Cult of Helen. Helen of Troy, most beautiful of women, and focal point of the Trojan War. Although there are many shrines to her across Greece, many are concentrated in Spartan lands. There, the cult of Helen practiced gymnastics and dancing in honour of her marriage to Menelaus, and her fertility, symbolic of Hellenic womanhood and the fruits of the Greek soil. Plus 10% wealth from culture in all regions. 1 turn. Okay. Ionian League and Rhodos have become allies, and settlement Marble Quarry has been complete. And Euboea has a troubled populace. That's fine. We're sorting that out. Get the consecrated ground for the extra happiness there, and we'll just maintain our presence for now. As for our recruitment, it's going to be into our navy. Let's add just some more Spartan Marines. Maybe a couple of Spartan archers as well. We're definitely going to need like a massive navy. It mentioned about needing to win a naval victory, so carry on here. I'll administrate or set corruption for this turn just so we get some experience. Might also affect the culture there, which would be nice. Not much else to do though. That's all of our cash spent. Technology finishes in the next turn. And we just end the turn. Atheni did come on land towards Sparta. It's interesting because all of their armies seem to just be jumping on the seas and coming towards us that way. Pretty kind of awkward. Gymnasia, military settlement has been completed. Atheni has arrived. Recruit the following agent spy, and we get clandestine practices, which is plus 5% spy action chance of success. Right, if we march back towards Sparta, will we be there in time? I feel like we should be, right? I could get myself a spy. That's actually a really good idea, to just poison provisions and stuff, isn't it? Let's see what we can get. Plus 5% chance of wounding enemy agents on self-defense, plus 3% chance of successful manipulation, extra assassination chance with concealed blade, plus 6% campaign map movement range with accompanying general, minus 3% success chance of enemy agents, plus 1 pieces of enemy information discovered from intercept orders. This one's minus 3% upkeep for all land units in parent army, plus 2 public order for bread and games edict, and plus 4% chance of positive outcome on assassination. I'm liking the idea of just having a spy accompany our army and then just poison provisions when needed.
I simply cannot do that.
The Salian League has attacked Epiros.
At your command.
Right, we're still camping out in Orios, which is fine. Anything else I need to do?
Ready for battle.
These guys can head towards Zakynthos.
Destination.
Corinthos took back Pronoi, which is good. Athenais bypassed Pylos.
What do you
Okay.
wish of me? Making my way.
Did we affect the culture here? We didn't. Okay. What's our actual objectives? I didn't have a look at this. Military victory. Control 40 settlements, either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. Completely control the following 6 provinces, either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. That's Argolis, Attique, Euboea, and Elis, and Aetolia. Maintain 120 units in total and 40 naval units. Wow.
Yes.
Right, we are building up our navy quite nicely. Would build more forces into our army here, but not sure. Maybe we go Cretan archers. I really like the look of that missile damage, but check out how much they cost in upkeep. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm going to avoid that for now.
Hunger for battle.
Especially if you can compare it to like Helot Javelin men, which are 54. Crazy. That's everything done. Move on to the next turn. Oh no, I lost again. Athenai are really coming at us with everything they got. So many fleets heading this way.
Come now, let us debate this matter like civilized men, and then realize that a treaty would be sensible.
Take that non-aggression pact. Summer. Summer beats down, or the sun beats down on the glittering flanks of your armies. The parched dust thirsts for blood. This season is sacred to Ares, god of war, and so he must be appeased. Food and silver is plentiful, and your forces' ranks can be replenished almost as fast as they are depleted. Your men shake the hoary frost of spring from their beards, longing for the heat of battle and the glory of victory. Lead them forth. Olympic Games. The Olympiad rolls over, and very soon the time of games will be upon us. Honour to Zeus, the highest of the gods. Multitudes will come from far and wide to be entertained, celebrate, and show veneration. They expect a magnificent event. If we are to participate in the preparations, there are choices to be made. Let's back a competitor. Put 2,000 towards that, that's fine. Jump onto land here, takes Zakynthos. As for our fleet, well, that's still building up, isn't it? I might be able to just attack next turn with these Spartan Marines against the masters of Mesogios here.
At your command.
As for these guys, well, we're getting into Sparta. I could probably attack, but no need. I might just recruit myself some Helot Javelin men, or even just Helot Archers. These Helot Archers just, look at that missile damage difference and range difference. The only thing about Javelin men, I'm pretty sure they're like armor piercing. But it's hard to tell where that comes into effect. Maybe it's just something you have to know.
It is a great and glorious thing to serve your people.
I'll just get some Helot archers. Maybe some more Spartans as well. Gonna take 4 turns to recruit, but totally worth it. Just build up those armies.
Ready for battle.
Over here. Probably worth getting some Spartan youths while we're waiting.
It is an honor to serve.
Just make sure these armies are good to go. We can poison provisions, which is good. I might look to do that. Let's stop that recruitment.
For battle.
And if we can afford a poison provisions, then I'll do it. Good. Military sabotage successful. They ranked up. Let's head towards the spy tree. They have picked hoplites. They have hoplites, militia hoplites, javelin men, and mercenary Cretan archers. We've got 4 units of Spartan hoplites. If I get these troops finished, we can definitely attack. That'll be good fun. But unfortunately, guys, it has been my time, so I am going to leave it here. Next time round, we're going to be naval invading Zakynthos. We'll try and take Pronoi as well and destroy this navy. There's a navy here that I want to get rid of, and also this navy as well. With the claws of Okeanos, maybe we can get the job done. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Again, make sure you guys leave me any tips and tricks you have in the comments. But in the meantime, that's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.